Our Tri-Citian of the Year is married and has a wonderful family. In fact, when I met with her, it was obvious about how much love they have for each other and their family as she related the story of him growing up. She also told me how they met. She was a sophomore in high school, and he was a sophomore in college at the time. It's got a lot of people going, Well, you have to understand, there were only 100 girls at the college and 2,700 boys. So obviously, the high school girls had some strategic advantage with the older boys. Now, I'm not sure what that means. They began dating 6 months after meeting and ultimately dated for 4 years. They both ended up in separate states and had to communicate by letter. Now, that must have been really tough, having to write letter. Most kids don't have any idea what that would be about today. This relationship was very serious in the mid-60s after our Tri-Citian of the Year visited her at college during boyfriend's weekend. They would be married within the year and raise 4 children. Our Tri-Citian of the Year completed his BS degree, PhD, and postdoctorate appointment. And now comes the part you just need to let me get the introduction out. All of his education centered on physics and nuclear physics. He was employed for 26 years with the Department of Energy. I'm sorry for all my DOE friends out there. Good thing Spracklin's not here this year. Thanks, Joe. Jim Spracklin, Department of Injury, yes. He was employed 26 years with the Department of Injury in Los Alamos, New Mexico. In fact, they lived in the same house for 25 years where they raised their family in New Mexico. He has led international technology exchange partnership programs with Spain, Germany, and the United Kingdom. He holds 5 U.S. patents and led a team that developed and transferred 14 computer-based instruments to the U.S. private sector for commercial development. Our Tri-Citian of the Year retired from Los Alamos National Lab on January 30th, 1997, and joined the Department of Energy, contractor Fluor in Richland in February of 1997 as Deputy Director, Office Economic Transition, which was tasked with developing 3,000 new non-Hanford jobs. There's a lot of personal awards: Boys and Girls Club Community Partner of the Year, West Richland Chamber of Commerce Executive Directors Award, Richland Rotary Tri-City Leadership Award, Sunrise Rotary Club Rotarian of the Year, Domestic Violence Services Guardian Angel Award, Boy Scouts Silver Beaver Award, multiple awards for U.S. Coast Guard Auxiliary Outstanding Auxiliarist of the Year. Our Tri-Citian of the Year has been involved with so many different groups in the Tri-Cities, including Tri-City Sunrise Rotary, Boys and Girls Club, Union Gospel Mission, Reading Foundation, Crystal Apple Awards, Tri-City Chaplaincy, United Way, Boy Scouts, Sexual Assault Response Center, Domestic Violence Services, Volunteer Center, Mid-Columbia Education Association, Junior Achievement, Human Services Coalition, the Pasco Field of Pride Committee, Columbia Basin Dive Rescue, Safe Kids Program, Kiwanis Campaign to put video cameras in police vehicles, thank you very much. Bulldog House Pasco School District, Playground of Dreams Volunteer, Lewis and Clark Bluegrass Festival, Veterans Memorial Committee, Corps of Engineers Volunteer, member of Chamber of Commerce, National Management Association, Mid-Columbia Symphony, Master Gardener Program, Columbia School District Levy Committee, Coast Guard Auxiliary. And in the nomination form, the writer wrote, and I think this really sums it up best: John is woven into the very fabric of our community. While John's role with Fluor originally provided him with access to community activities, he has reached far beyond the description of his job. He has been the moving force in bringing together a coalition of businesses, service organizations, and community leaders to accomplish many truly outstanding services that continue to benefit the people of the Tri-Cities. His most recent award before tonight was the Crystal Apple Special Achievement Award. It is no wonder the Tri-City Herald recently did an editorial entitled, "Like the Energizer Bunny, John Umbarger, Still Going." Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome our 2010 Tri-Citian of the Year and his wife, Mr. John Umbarger and Kathy. Just real quickly, I want to present John with the 2010 Tri-Citian of the Year Award.
Please sit down. I love you too, Lloyd. Thank you. And I do. I love a lot of you. I've had the supreme pleasure and honor for 13 years since we came here from New Mexico to work with most of you in this room and many outside the room. It's all about relationships and partnerships. It's about showing up, as Olie the goalie said. And by the way, at Michigan Tech, where I went to school and met that young lady when she was 15, by the way. Yeah, I know. I played hockey, and I was a goalie, but I wasn't in the caliber that my friend Olie was. In fact, as many of you know, I've been involved with education for a long time locally and before that. And I came from West Virginia. In fact, my dad reminded me when I started dating Kathy that 15 will get you 20. And, the chief back there says, "Yeah, you're right on that one." But my mom and dad, they never, outside of high school, never went on. But they said, you kids are going to get an education. And in West Virginia, as some of you heard me say, they teach you the 3 R's: reading, writing, and route to Detroit. Go Red Wings. And they will come back against San Jose. And, but we did, and so I grew up in Michigan, and the best thing in my life was I met Kathy when I was 19, she was 15, and she's been the love of my life. We've been married for 44 years. And I can tell you, she's put up with a lot of horse crap over the years, as most wives and most goalies do, I imagine, yeah. But anyway, it's a supreme honor. It's a huge surprise. I had no idea that you guys could pull something like that off without me knowing about it. Although I think I just figured out why the Tri-City Herald has not been publishing my letter I sent in a week ago, and Kathy reminded me the other day, you might want to rewrite that. It's a little blunt, and I hope you'll publish it now, Ken. That I just figured out why, but stay tuned. News at 5 tomorrow. Anyway, thank you very much. I'm blessed. I've got a wonderful church. My church family's here. I've been blessed by the Lord and by all of you, by knowing you and being able to work with you, and I hope that we have more opportunities to do the same. So thank you very much, and God bless.